even if the youth have gone to school to do something else, like in the industries, we've got those who are at the mines, those who are in the nursing industry, which is the Ministry of Health, even in the education, they cannot get the employment. Yet, as they were trained, they were taught discipline. Now, because they cannot find the employment, they are forced to go out of their way. They do other things that they are not supposed to do as professionals. Yet they don't know what other things to do, rather than just to go out of their way just to survive, because there isn't employment and they cannot get it. Therefore, they go out doing those things that they are not supposed to do, and that contradicts with what they have been trained for. Now, we as the youth, we are facing these challenges, though a lot of money and a lot of assets and a lot of investments has been done to us, aiming that after that we might be of the help to the community, to the family, even to the country. But we cannot do all that because there isn't employment. The youth are sometimes, they get involved in the selling of drugs. They get involved in the selling of other medicinal drugs that are not supposed to be sold in the streets or to other people. But they go out of their way doing these things because there isn't any other way to make a living. Though they went to school and they've been trained in different disciplines. This is a challenge to most youth. That's why they go to the pubs, they do all sorts of things just to make ends meet and just to make a living. Even if they come home with something else, the parents cannot ask, where have you been, or how did you get this? Because even the parents themselves, they wish that they send the child to school to get a decent job, but there isn't. So they end up giving in to all these things just because if they do not, even if they do not approve. But what is there to do to the youth? There is nothing that they can do, and the parents cannot even help them. So they give in to whatever they are doing just because they even want this cash, or they even want these material things that the youth are indulging in and that they are doing to make ends. Because of these challenges, I think the donors and the government, they should come up with a plan whereby either they import the youth somewhere, or they create bases whereby after the training of the youth, they get into these bases, they do what they are trained for. Because if the situation goes on like this, it means that we are not going anywhere. People are learned, but they are not exercising the things that they trained for. In other words, it means that the country is deteriorating its values and its standards because they cannot provide for its people. So I think the government and the donors should come up with a plan or work hand in hand, such that as the youth finishes their training, they get something else to do that is profitable and that is decent for them, so that they do not indulge in some other immoral things that the youth are doing.